Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the fifth part of the same chapter, that is ratio and proportion. So we have already done the workout, some of the questions in the previous video. You can go through it and the remaining part we'll do it today. So the first question says that, this is the third one from the first of the day, that to find two equivalent ratios of each of the following. So now we have done many problems on this one. You can see the previous videos in detail about it. So now this is actually the workout, means that is just a practice, only the numbers have been changed. Now 6 is true. 14 can be written as 6 by 14. And what are you going to do? What did they ask for here? Equivalent ratio. So we'll multiply this by 2. So if you multiply this by 2, this also should be multiplied by 2. So that is going to be 12 by 28. So which is 12 is to 20, because we want in the form of a ratio. Again here, when you multiply by 3, you are going to get 18 by 42. That is 18 divided by 6, 42 divided by 6, which is going to be 3 is to 7. The 3 by 7 here you can write, that is 3 is to 7. Now see here, this also can be simplified. Now this also can be written as 12 by 28. So here 4 threes are, so let us do like this, so you understand it better. So we will divide this by 4. This also will be divided by 4. So 4 threes are 12 and 4 sevens are 28. So can you see, this also is 3 by 7, which is nothing but 3 to 7. And this also is 3 to 7. So both are equivalent. When you multiply by 2, that also is equivalent. When you multiply by 3, that also, whatever you get the final answer, that is equivalent. So even if you do by 4, you're going to get the same. Now for the next one, it says that 5 is to 25. 5 by 25. Again, this multiply by 2, you get 10 by 50, which is nothing, is that is 10 is to 50. When you multiply by 3, so what will you get? 15 by 75. So 15 by, so we can write, if you want here separately, 15 by 75 is equal to 15 you divided by 15, this is the next step, and 75 divided by 15, which is 15 divided, that is 1. 75 divided by 15, that is 5, and which is 1 is to 5. And this also, if you want, you can do it 10 divided by 50. 10 ones are 10 fives are. If you don't know directly, so both 1 by 5 is same. If you don't know directly, that also you can do it like this. 10 divided by 10. 50 divided by 10. So this is 1 and 10 fives are 50. Anyways, you can do it. So the next problem says that compare the following ratios. Now these two ratios are given and you have to compare it. So this we can write it as 5 by 13 and this one we can write as 6 by 14. So now what are you going to do here? You can see the denominators are different. So we will take the LCM of it and make the denominator same first. So when you take here, you know that always we have to multiply this one, start from 2. If not by 3, 4 and so on. So now what you can see, this 14, because this is not a multiple of this 2, right? So now what will you see here? 14. 14 means 14, 7, 2 sevens is 14 and 13 will be as it is. Then what you can see, 13 and 7. So like, this is the smaller number. Let us take this one first. That will be 7 ones are 7 and this 13 is going to be as it is. Now what you can see here, this is 1 and this is 13. This 1 is going to be here the same. And 13 ones are 13. So whatever you can see, these are the factors. So what will you do here? 2 into 7 into 13. So what do you get here? 182. So now we have to make the denominators equal. So here is 13. So when you multiply 13, multiply by 14. So you are going to get 182. Again here 14 multiply by 13, you are going to get 182. So here now see here, since you have multiplied this by 14 means you have to multiply here also by 14. Since you have multiplied this by 13 means you have to multiply this also by 13. So what do you get here? This is 70 by 182. This is 78 by 182. So now because the denominators are same, so now let us compare these two numbers. So what is that? 70 is what? Less than 78, or what we can say 78 is greater than 70. So you know this crocodile's mouth, where does it open? At the bigger number. So say it opens over here. Because if we say this is greater and this is less, many of them get confused. So if you use the example of the crocodile, that becomes clear that it opens the mouth towards the bigger one. So here we have to open the mouth towards this is the mouth of it. This, when we say this is the mouth of it, any number bigger will be this side. Hope you got it. So now see here, this is not done. So 70 by 180 means you have to go for the original what is given in the question over here. Same thing, you write it here. The symbol remains the same and this over here. So the next problem is the same. Again, this will be written 2 by 45, 3 by 48. And then you can see the denominators are different. So take the LCM. 2 24s are 45 as it is because that doesn't go with 2. Then again we'll do with 2 means this 24. 2 12s are 24. This doesn't go with 2. We'll write as it is. 2 6s are 45 doesn't go with 2. Write as it is. 2 3s are. Then this doesn't go with 2. Keep as it is. Now what we can see, these both numbers means it goes by 3. So 3 15s are and 3 1s are. So now this one as it is over here. 3 5s are 15. Now you can see this goes with 5. 5 1s are 5 and 1 as it is. So now these are all other factors. You have to multiply that and you get the LCM, that is 720. So here what are you going to do? 45 is already here. So 45 is already here. So 45 multiplied by 16, that is 720. And here 48 multiplied by 15 is 720. So now this is multiplied by 16 means this also should be multiplied by 16. This is multiplied by 15 means this also should be multiplied by 15. So now this is 32, 720, 45, 720. So now what you can see, both denominators same. So what are you going to do? Which is the bigger number? You compare this 45. So you open the mouth over here. So now you have to write the original one. What is this? This is less than this number ratio. Now the next one again the same. 7 by 11, 5 by 8. Look at the denominators. Take the LCM of it. 2 4s are 8, 11 as it is. 2 2s are 4, 11 as it is. 2 1s are 2, 11 as it is. And here 1 is there, 1 will be same. 11 1s are 11. So these are the factors. So what is that going to be? This will be 88. Just multiply all together. So 88 is the LCM. So now what you can see here? 11. 11 times 8 is 88. And here 8 times 11 is 88. So because this is 8, this also should be multiplied by 8. This is 11, this also should be multiplied by 11. 7 8s are 56, 88, 55, 88. So now we'll look at this one. 56 and 55. So 56 is a bigger number. The denominators are same. So you have to open the mouth over here. And then you write the final one. This in the form of a ratio. The sign remains the same. Now the next one also the same. I think you can just look at this problem and you can do it. Take the LCM of 9 and 5 and take the factors and you can compare it. Okay. Now the answer has been here. All the steps are here. So you can just go to the previous problem and I think you can do this problem. Now the next question says that in a pond there are 6 ducks and 14 ducklings. In another pond means there are 2 ponds. In a pond means that is 1 and the another pond there are 22 ducks and 40 ducklings. Then he said in which pond is the ratio of ducklings greater? So now what did I do? I did 2. This is pond 1 and this is pond 2. So in the first pond they said 6 ducks. So ducks is 6. Ducklings 14. Now in another duck, this one, this 22 ducks and ducklings 40. So what did I do in the now? We'll just see here. This is ducks and this was we'll see total. Total is how much? Here 6 plus 14, that is 20. Okay, now look at here. Now they said here now let us see simultaneously and then come to the final conclusion. Here this is 22 and this is 40. So here this is 62. Now, what did they ask here? In which point is the ratio of ducklings greater? Either in this one or this one. So now what we see here, that ducklings is 40. We want a ratio. Ducklings is 14 out of how much? Total is 20. So always whatever that is total, that should be in the denominator. Just I will repeat, always the total will be in the denominator. So we want the ducklings. They didn't ask for the ducks. So then you will ask why it is for the ducks was given. Of course, in some cases the number of boys and girls are given. So we should know the total number. Out of that total number, here is ducklings is 14. So you have to write over here, and the total should be in the denominator. Okay, if they ask for a number of ducks, so you will write here 6 out of 20. So that will be for ducks. It can be anything. So now 14 out of 20 means you are going to simplify. So now see here, this is 7 by 10 I wrote, but maybe you will be confused. How did I get this one? So what will I do? I will divide by 2. Here also divide by 2. So what will that 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 20 divided by 2 is, that is 10. So that is going to be 7 by 10. Now same over here, look at the right hand side, that is for the pond 2. Again here we'll see the ducklings are 40 out of 62. So 40 out of 62, that is 20 by 31. So now look at here, 40 divided by 2 and 62 divided by 2, that will be 20 by 31. Hope you got this. This is for 1 and this is for 2. Okay. So now we will see that. See now, can you see here? The denominators are different. So now this you will write it over here. And okay, now the denominators are 10 and 31. So we'll take the LCM of that first and make the denominator same. So 2 5s are 10. 31 will be as it is. Now this 5 and 31. So 5 ones are 5 and 31 as it is. Now see here, this one will be as it is. 31 ones are 31. And now further we cannot do anything because this is a prime number. So here, these are the factors 2, 5 and 31. So when you multiply that, we get 310. So now this is the denominator. We have to make it to 310. That is, we are going to multiply by 13. And this is here, 31 multiplied by 10 is 310. Because this is 31, this also should be 31. This is 10, this also should be 10. 31 sevens are 217 over here. Then this is 310, 200, 310. Now you're going to compare between this and this one. So 217 is bigger than 200. So can you see here? And which is nothing but this is, what is that? That is 14 out of 20, the ducklings, isn't it? And here in the pond 2, that is 40 out of 62. Now when you're comparing this two, what we can say, 14 out of 20 and 40 out of 62. Okay, so now here, this one, which we can say, here was 217, isn't it? And this was 200. Well, this is actually the question what is said. So now at this step, we are going to compare. So what we can say, this is for pond 1 and this is for pond 2, isn't it? And what did they ask here? They asked here, in which pond is the ratio of ducklings greater? So of course here, you will write here pond 1. Isn't it? Because that is 270. In pond 1, number of ducklings is greater. Is that clear? So you have to look at this one. This is only what I did is, that is I wrote it from the question. So when you just look at this, you won't get the correct here, what is exactly, which one is greater. But when you look at this number, because here we have made the denominators same. Now the next question says that divide 56 toffees between Amit and Sumit in the ratio of 4:3. So the ratio is 4:3. So let toffee of Amit be, see here, this is Amit and Sumit, right? So this will be 4 will be for Amit and Sumit will be 3. So let the toffees of Amit be 4x. Let us put some variable. So it becomes easy for the calculation. And toffees of Sumit be 3x. And what did they say? Divide 56 toffees means total toffees is 56. So now what will we do? We will add this both. So 4x plus 3x, that is 56. So 7x is 56. So x is going to be what? This is multiplication. It is going to get divided. So it is going to be 56 divided by 7. So that is 8. Okay, so this is actually the division sign. So what we can do now, we got the value of x as 8. So we can say now toffees of Amit is what? 4x. So 4 into, in place of x, we are going to put a. So 4 multiplied by 8, that is 32. And toffee of Sumit, Sumit is how much? 3x, that is 3 into 8, that is 24. Now see here, that is for the for checking. So now see, number of toffees are how many? 56, right? So now here is 32 and here is 24. So 32 plus 24. So that is how much? 56. Can you check over here? This is nothing but the total number 56. That means the answer is right. So now next question is Meetu scored 75 marks out of 90 in maths and Priya scored 52 marks out of 16 maths. Who performed better? Now see here, score of Meetu in maths. How much is that? 75 out of 90 means 75 divided by 90. This is the total. As I told you, in the denominator, you have to write the total. And score of what is the other? Who is the other one? Priya. Score of Priya in maths is how much? That is 52 out of how much? 60. So now we are going to compare these two numbers. So 75 by 90 and 52 by 60. So now see here, because we can see the denominators are different. So again here also we will take the LCM. So when we take the LCM now with 2, 245s are 90, 230s are 60. Now again here what will happen? 215s are 30. Here it doesn't go with 2. So we'll keep as it is. Now this doesn't go with 2. We'll go for 3. 315s are. 3 5s are. Again this goes with 3. See, don't jump over to 5. 3 5s are 15 and this 5 will be as it is because this doesn't go with 3. So now what will you do? 5 ones are 5 and again here 5. So these are the factors which you have to multiply to find out the LCM, which is 180. So what will you do? 90 multiplied by 2. So since you're multiplying by 2, here also should be multiplied by 2. Here is 3, 63 is a 180. So this also should be multiplied by 3. So 75 2 is a 150, 180, 156, 180. Now you can see the denominators are same. So what you can see now, we have to compare the numerators, 150 and 156. So which is the bigger number? Of course this one, 156. So this 156, this is for whom? That is the second. Who is the second? That is Priya. So we can say Priya performed better. The next question is check whether the ratio of 30 mm to 4 centimeter and rupees 45 to 60 form a proportion or not. So now see here the units, we'll take this one and the other is this one. So now what will you do? We'll compare the units, we'll make the units same. So 30 mm to 4 centimeter I wrote over here. So now what will, because centimeter is bigger, so I'm going to convert the centimeter to mm. Now 1 centimeter is 10 mm, this you should know. Then 4 centimeter is here, because 1 centimeter is 10 mm. So 4 centimeter means you're going to multiply, isn't it here? Cross multiplication, we don't know. So 4 into 10 is going to be 40 mm. So what will you write over here? 30 mm and you got a 40 mm. So this is what I wrote over here. 30 mm to 40 mm. Now you're going to divide it. Because these both units are same, forget about the units. Now these are the numbers what we have to divide. 30 by 40, 0 and 0 gets cut off. So that is 3 by 4, which is 3:4. Now the next here, 45 rupees and 60 rupees. So here we don't have to do anything. We don't have to change the units. So 45 divided by 60, we can write directly. So here, if you know the 15 times table, it is very easy. 45 divided by this one, the 15, that is going to be 3. And here, again by 15, that is going to be 4. See here, 45 divided by 15 and 60 divided by 15, that will be 3 by 4. If you don't know, you can go with 2 times tables and 3 times and so on. So this is going to be 3 by 4. So now can you see, these both, these are same. Ratios are same. So we can say they are in proportion. Now the next one, if 2:5 is, see here, when we have these 4 dots, we have seen yesterday, I also explained in the other video, that whenever these 4 dots are there, that means it says that is equal to. So 2:5 is x is to 15 So this is one and this is the other one. Then find the value of x. So let me write, I wrote it same over here. And then what did I do? For these dots, I put a is equal to sign. And now look at here. First thing, this I am going to divide it 2 by 5. This I'm going to divide it x by 15 and this is equal to as it is. Now what will I do? I will cross multiply here. So 2 into 15, this at this cross what goes? See, this will go there, right? So 2 into 15 is 5 into x. This is what I wrote. So now 2 into 15 is, this is left hand side and this is your right hand side. So now what will you do? Left hand side as it is. And this 5, when I have taken in the on the left hand side, so this is going to get divided. X is on its place, right hand side itself. So 5 ones are and 5 threes are. So 3 twos are 6. So because in the denominator is 1. So x is 6. That is what they ask. What is the value of x? Now here, if 8 sarees cost rupees 7,200, find the cost of 27 such sarees. So whenever you have such type of questions, you don't have to directly find out 27 what will be the cost of that. First you have to find out the cost of one. That is called the unitary method. That also we have done in the previous one. So you can also check for the definition and all that stuff in the previous video. So don't skip any videos. Now 8 sarees is 7,200. So one saree will be how much? Now look at here. This into this and this we don't know. So there is a here. So whenever here two numbers are there means 7,200 into 1, that is going to be in the numerator. And the single number, because here we don't have anything at this. There's also 8. This 8 will be in the denominator. So 8 times 9 is 72 and these two zeros 900. So one saree is 900 rupees. Now we want 27 sarees. So what will happen? One saree is 900 rupees. So 27 sarees is you are going to cross multiply. So this will be 27 into 900. That is rupees 24,300. So the next one, a book costs rupees 120. How many books can be bought for 1440? That is 1,440. So now see here, for rupees 120, that is a book means that is one book. So for rupees 1,440, so what will you do here? See here, this is rupees together, correct? And here is, we want the number of books we don't know. So now when you cross multiply, so here when you cross multiply, here we don't know the number. Always, what did I say? That the two numbers, whatever we come across this line, that will be in the numerator. 1,004, this will be in the, this is the numerator and this is the denominator. And this is a single number at this one, right? So that will go in the denominator. So 0 and 0 gets cut. So if you know the 12 times table, 12 ones are 12, 12s are 144. Or you can just divide and see. If you don't know directly, 12 ones are 12 and this is 24, 12 twos are 24. The tables are important. So you got 12. So what you will say, therefore 12 books can be bought this for rupees 440. This statement, whenever there is a, this should be written. So now next one, in a certain proportion, the extremes are 40 and 45. If one of the means is 30, find the other mean. We have also done this one in the one of the exercise. So here, you know, product of extremes is going to be product of means. That is a formula what you have to remember. So we don't know the other mean. So let us consider the other mean is x. So extremes are given. So extremes are given means 40 and 45. So 40 multiplied by 45. And the means it is only one of the mean is given, you have to find. So what did you do for the means? One mean is given, the other we have considered as x. So we are going to multiply by x. Now we are going to write the formula, that is product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product means, you know, multiplication. So this is already given, 40 into this is 30 into x. Now this is the left hand side, keep as it is. 30 you are going to bring it on the left hand side. So this is in the numerator. So it will go in the denominator. So this is x. 0 and 0 gets cut. 3 ones are 3 15s are, that is 45. So now what will you do here? 15 fours are 60. So x is 60. So other mean is 60. So by this one, we have completed this chapter. So we will go in the next the video. I'll start with a new chapter. So before that, please do like and subscribe to this channel so you get a notification. And of other part of the other chapters, I mean, because we have already completed this chapter and many more. Thank you.